Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Karina and today I'll be choosing my September TBR. I am literally in shock that September is here and I don't know who I think I am because I already have approximately 8 mandatory reads for the month and I still plan on picking some books at random. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about the priority reads that I have going on in the month of September. In case you didn't know, I do run a romance book club with a few of my besties called the SWOONY Readers over on Instagram. If you want to check us out, everything will be down below as always. The month of September is the SWOONY Readers' 1-year birthday. Cue the confetti, yay! The SWOONY Readers does turn 1, and to celebrate, we decided to have a weekend to just hang out with everybody. I'll get into that in a little bit, but I want to talk about the book first, and the book we'll be reading in September is Until I Get You by Claire Contreras, and this is a kind of a darker tone romance following a professional hockey player. He is basically obsessed with this girl. They end up getting together basically, and when she disappears one day, his whole life is turned on its head. He decides to search for her and finally finds her after 3 years. And things kind of go from there. He thinks he deserves more than just an explanation from her, so I'm not sure what else he has in store, but I'm interested to find out. If you'd like to join us, our picks are always available on Kindle Unlimited and have an audiobook format available as well. So we'd love to have you. To celebrate the 1-year anniversary of SWOONY Readers, me and the besties put together a fun weekend with some reading sprints and some giveaways. I'm going to put the weekend itinerary on the screen in case you want to screenshot it, but it will also be posted on the SWOONY Readers page as well for you to check out. As you can see, to kick off the festivities, we will be having the live show discussion for Until I Get You at 7:30 p.m. EST. Immediately after the discussion, we will be hopping into a round of sprints. We're not exactly sure what time those sprints will be starting, but as long as you have the notifications set for my channel, you'll be notified as soon as we go live. So for the next day on September 21st, the sprint on Kaylani's channel will be going from 11:30 a.m. EST to about 4:30 p.m. EST. So we do have a good chunk worth of reading and hanging out together. And we will also have our first giveaway of the weekend. The second round of sprints for the day will happen on Dana's channel at 6:30 p.m. EST. So a second giveaway will be happening during the sprints on Dana's channel. We will be rounding out the weekend with sprints on my channel at 3 p.m. EST on Sunday the 22nd, which will also be the third giveaway. We hope to see you over that weekend so we can give a little bit of love back to the community. The next mandatory read I have for the month is the Thrills and Chills book club pick that is hosted by a few of my besties, The September House by Carissa Orlando. All I know is that it's a haunted house story, and Grady Hendrix actually blurbed the cover of the book. He said, "Just when you thought you'd seen everything a haunted house novel could do, this book comes along." You know, the start of spooky season is upon us, so what a perfect pick to dive right into those creepy reads. I'm very excited to be picking that one up. Starting in September, I will be partaking in the Abby Jimenez read-along by a few of my lovely friends here on BookTube, and that is Tara from Tara Talks Books, B from Mama Needs to Read Romance, Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me, and Dana from Dana Ella. In the month of September, we will be kicking things off with The Friend Zone. I have not read this series yet, so this will be my first read, and I'm just so excited. I have all the faith in the world that Abby can really come through and make me cry. This was also on my 5-star predictions list, which I am slowly putting a vlog together for, so I'm sure you'll be seeing and hearing all my thoughts very, very soon. The live show for The Friend Zone is over on B's channel at 4:30 p.m. EST on Sunday, September 8th, so we do hope to see you there so that we can chat about all the tears I'm sure we're gonna have and the swoons that I'm sure Abby can deliver for us. The next read-along I have going on starting in September is the Laini Taylor read-along that is hosted by myself, Kaylani, Dana, and Lindsay from She's Booked and Busy, and we will be kicking off the read-along with not only Daughter of Smoke and Bone, but also Night of Cake and Puppets. So we will be reading books 1 and 1.5 in the series. The live show will be on my channel for those first 2 books on September 29th. I believe we are still nailing a time down that works for everybody. So stay tuned to our socials for more information, but we do hope to see you there. So next up are the few buddy reads that I have planned for the month of September. The first buddy read that I want to talk about that I have going on in September is The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm so excited to finally be picking this up alongside some of my besties. The fun thing is we are also planning to watch the movies. So what a magical experience. I'm just excited to be picking up such a classic in the fantasy genre. This is the next one on the list for me. The next buddy read I have going on is one that I'll be reading with my dear friend Sam from Sam's Bookish Faves. We are finally going to be picking up Forbidden King by Laura Pavlov. This is the 3rd book in the Magnolia Falls series that we've been reading together, and it's finally time for Kingston to come to the front of the line, okay? We've really enjoyed his character in the previous 2 books, even though book 2 wasn't necessarily a crowd fave for us. We have high hopes for book 3. But this one is a best friend's little sister in small town. I'm excited to be picking that up with Sam, and I'm very curious to see how we feel about this one. This buddy read was talked about a few months ago and I know has since expanded. The book we'll be reading together is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Now when I said she was thick, just look at, she's so floppy, you know? Oh my gosh, that could be a weapon. Do you see all these tabs? That's because I have to use my eyeballs and I have to pace myself, right? So it equates to about 20 plus pages a day or 2 chapters. Some chapters are much longer than others. When I was putting these tabs together, my goodness gracious. If I can manage to read 20 something pages a day, I should be able to finish in September. But I'm very excited for this one. I know it's extremely hyped up as of late. It is an enemies to lovers romantasy with like lots of banter and even a little bit of spice. If I can manage to finish reading this one in September, I'll count that as a win because it's been years since I've read a book this long with my eyes. I'm very excited to be picking this up alongside some of my amazing friends, and if you'd like to, you know, pick this up with us, just let me know. The more the merrier at this point. We've all seen, you know, the trend going around where creators are asking Siri for help, so that's what I'm doing today. Siri's gonna help me choose some books from my TBR cart. So since I have 8 mandatory / buddy reads, I'm gonna have Siri select 4 numbers for 4 books off of my TBR cart. What I did was I picked, you know, a lot of books that I'm planning on picking up soon, so Siri's really just going to be doing me a favor at this point. I filled my TBR cart with 15 books per shelf for a total of 45 books, and Siri's going to help me select 4. I'm a little nervous. All right, anyways, let's ask Siri for our first number. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 45.
Random number between 1 and 45 is 12.
12. My Siri picked number 12. Okay. 2 on the far back side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Wow, why did I think it was 10? Anyways, I'm excited. I wasn't planning on picking it up this month, but Siri decided I'm going to be picking up Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. I was literally blessed the day I won this in a Goodreads giveaway. Thank you so much for that. This is the 3rd book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series following Teddy and Gus, which Gus is the brother of the main character from book 1 and her best friend. From the previous 2 books, we already know it's going to be like a hate to love, and like the banter I can only imagine is going to be top tier. And from a story that I saw from Lila Sage, there is something going on with a mustache in chapter 16, I believe. So very excited to be picking this up sooner than later. I hope I can finish this one in September because, you know, I already have that big chunker that I have to use my eyeballs for. But if anything, I'm going to start it and finish it when I can. This one goes on sale November 5th, so I'm really striving to read this and get a review out well before the release date. Hopefully I can finish this one in September. If not, ASAP. Wow, okay. That was fun. Oh, thank you. So we have a total of 9 books so far on the TBR, so that means Siri has to select 3 more books for us to end up with 12 books total. All right, Siri. Pick a number from 1 through 44.
The number between 1 and 44 is 24.
24. All right, so that's 14. So I have 2 on the back, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Another book I wasn't expecting to pick up so soon. Siri decided my next book to be added on the TBR is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I haven't read from this author, but I've been intrigued by so many of her books. So, I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that I chose it. It's just so funny. This just gives me cozy fantasy vibes, you know what I mean? A lush cottagecore tale full of stolen spellbooks, unexpected friendships, sweet jams, and even sweeter love. That is so cute. Like, first of all, this cover is giving, can I live there, please? The last part of the synopsis really caught my eye because it says, like a Hallmark rom-com full of mythical creatures and fueled by cinnamon rolls and magic, the spell shop will heal your heart and feed your soul. Another unexpected gem on the TBR for September. We're down to the last 2 books that Siri's gonna select for the TBR, so let's see what they pick. Okay. Hey Siri. Pick a number from 1 through 43. 30. The number is 30. Oh, can you see it? You can't see. All right, it's too small. But yes, Siri selected number 30. Bless you. All right, so we've already picked one off the first 2, so this is actually fun that now we're going to the 3rd level, which makes me a little nervous, but let's see what we get. Okay, so we got what? 14, 28. Oh my gosh. I picked it up. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not mad at this because I have to read it for the buzzword anyways. This game really likes this one specific genre, and that genre is classics because Siri decided I'm gonna read Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I mean, that really worked out, kinda. I really have no clue what this is about. I'm gonna just read the little snippet on the back. It is not time or opportunity that is to determine intimacy. It is disposition alone. 7 years would be insufficient to make some people acquainted with each other, and 7 days are more than enough for others. It's been a while since I've read a classic. If you watched my video from August, I think you can gather what I mean by that. But like I said, this is going to fulfill the buzzword for September, which is a book title to deal with the senses, and I took that literally with sense. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this one. Thank you, Siri, for keeping things fresh and adding a classic to my September TBR. All right, the last book. You know what's so funny? Is it would be the last book. However, I did not pull from my TBR jar. That's fine, it's fine. It's okay. I'm gonna do the TBR jar pull last to keep the excitement alive, you know? So the last book on my TBR that is picked by Siri, let's find out what that is. Siri. Pick a number from 1 through 42. 5. Okay, it's on the top. So I have 2 on the back side, which means 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Siri decided that I'm also going to be picking up Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. This is the UK edition. I know the US edition releases in September, if I'm not mistaken, along with the audiobook, so this is perfect. This is another book on my 5-star predictions list, so I will be vlogging my thoughts. But yeah, I'm so excited. I know the story follows a trio of sisters mourning the loss of their 4th sister, and they come together after kind of having an estranged relationship for a while, and we kind of see them just navigate their relationships together and how they handle the grief of losing their sibling. I'm curious to see how I will like her newest novel. So if you've seen my TBRs before, you know that I select one book from my TBR jar. Now this jar houses the subscription box books that I've received over the last countless months. So let's go ahead and pick the last book that's on my September TBR. All right, so book number 13 shall be this one. I'm scared. What is it? Cruel Illusions. So the TBR jar picked for me to pick up Cruel Illusions by Margie Fuston. Very shiny and shimmery with the foiling. No clue what this is about. Ooh, vampire. I saw vampire and got excited. So apparently this is a Caraval meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer in this deliciously dark young adult fantasy. Interesting. This is some sort of magical competition, chance for revenge, and has vampires. That sounds interesting. I'm interested to see how I like this one because I really did not care for Caraval. So I'm hoping this one delivers more for me. How many books do I have? Holy smokes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. September House? Daughter Smoke and Bone, and Kicking Puppets. Forbidden King. Did I miscount? Well, I think I'm pretty positive I miscounted. Did I really miscount? Oh, because of this. Okay, you know what? Just because I can't not have a rounded out number, I'm gonna have Siri pick another book to make the stack even taller. All right. Well, it was my own fault, so. What am I gonna do? Let's add another one. Okay, Siri. Pick a number from 1 through 41. 21, okay. 13 on top. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wow, that could have gone south very quickly. All right, so the 15th book, if I counted right this time, it should be 15. Anyways, the last book Siri selected for my September TBR is Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is the second book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series, and I'm excited because it's another spooky season thriller. This follows Pip, who is in high school, and Pip has a knack for solving cold cases, and I'm interested to see how the story continues because I believe they do start their podcast in this book. Could be wrong. It's been a minute and a half plus a few thousand since I've read the first book last year. So I'm very interested to pick this one up, and I'm excited to be adding this one to the stack. But here's the stack. It's now taller than me at this point. In addition, we have the September House, Forbidden King, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and Night of Cake and Puppets. So this is a very thick stack. My hopes are high for an amazing reading month in September. If you read any of these, please let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to chat with you about them. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you made it this far and you want to let me know, feel free to leave a cowboy emoji down below for Lost and Lassoed. I hope you're having a fantastic day, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching, and I will catch you soon in another video. Until next time.